What up, YouTube? How are you guys doing? Before we continue, make sure you guys are using creator code OgSlym in the item shop. Like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications, and let's get into it. Let's talk some Fortnite. Let's talk about the current state of the game and what we'd like to hopefully see going forward. We know already that by the way the season has progressed that Fortnite is not going to give us patch notes. They might tell us a little bit of some little tweaks here and there, but they're not giving us exact numbers anymore. What's being exactly changed? We kind of have to figure that out by trial and error, creative, just testing out the guns and what might be coming based on what new items we see placed into creative. Do we expect any new mobility to be added this current season? Honestly, I don't. I think that Epic wants to push, or let's say Fortnite game. I'm not gonna say Epic necessarily because Fortnite game has its own developers behind it. They want to push the pace of the game. And if you have everybody running across the map and constantly bumping into each other, there's gonna be less people by the time you make it to the end of the game. Along with that, they kind of reduce. It feels like the reduction of, I'm not gonna say bandages and medkits because those seem to be abundant, but shields seem to be a little harder to find from game to game, and that adds to that whole notion of wanting to make sure that there's a less player base at end game. Kind of make it so like little Timmy can get that first win. Little Timmy can start racking up a few wins and kind of, you know, keep them interested in the game, and that's fine. In a competitive standpoint, we have Siphon, so you know, if you get a kill, you get 50 health, 50 shield, depending on what your current situation is, and that's all fine. Let's move on to our next thing. Do we expect there to be a comp season for 2020, or what will the comp season look like? That guy's lasering. I kind of knew that was gonna happen. Alright, let's that's a mega low pickup right there. We kind of, based on what happened when we got into whole World Cup ranking this year, we got the whole release of there being $100 million on the line for the year of 2020. Oh, that guy tried to sneak by me. And based on that stuff, alright, had to shoot him real quick just so you let him know that we're down here. Be nice if I had a rocket. I'm gonna leave that guy. Do I expect that 2020 will have the same system in place? Not at all. Do I think Fortnite's gonna invest another 100 million in 2020? No. Will the prize pool be something to strive for? Definitely. I think they've kind of seen that this game is very transformational for a lot of people. And to kind of like not follow that trend and break these boundaries that are in current competitive game modes, they're pioneering something that's still unique. Not the battle royale, but these huge events, these in-game events. It's something that brings, and honestly, it brings a community together. The marshmallow event, the rocket launch event, all these things added to the Fortnite lore and gave somebody something in the game to look forward to. Oh no! No, I ran out of mats. Anyways, alright, so let's say that 2020 we have a $50 million prize pool. Let's bump it up, 60 million. And throughout the year with in-game tournaments, we spend 40 million. Our big event, World Cup, is going to require that 20 million, but we got to pay for the event. The venue needs to be paid for. Travel, hotel fees, lodging, food, you know, for all these people that qualify. And if you say the person that qualifies gets to bring a guardian with them if they're under the age of 18 or a significant other, then we're saying let's bump that final tournament down to, say, maybe we're looking at like a $60 million tournament, which is still huge. It's a huge payout. Do we keep the 50,000 if you qualify in? Maybe that gets changed. If you qualify, you get 40, 30, something that's, you know, just for all that effort and time, it pays off. It's an average salary, you know, 40,000, very good. 30,000, still very good. For what we do, it is a very good payout. On top of having the opportunity to still play for that other 40 million throughout the year. Or we could change that up and say there's 30 million in prizing throughout this calendar year and a $40 million tournament. Right? Am I right? No, 30 million. It'd be interesting. I'm really looking forward to. Me personally, I went to the Fortnite World Cup. It was an amazing experience. The energy in the arena, I felt that in very few other places. It was the same energy that you feel when you go to watch your favorite football, basketball team, baseball team play. When you're in a soccer stadium and everybody's chanting your name. It was very reminiscent of that feeling, and I have young kids, and I would love to see them be able to enjoy something like that someday. Like, these kids are waking up in my house every morning, brushing their teeth, grabbing a quick bite, and they're sitting down at their stations and they're starting their first practices. It was a motivational experience for everybody that was there, to see that energy, to see what gaming has become. I come from an old school Call of Duty background, man. Our tournaments were loud, a lot of trash talk, but the crowd side was not the same. That is something that, like, we can tell from like our recent Fortnite episodes of Tales from the Battle Bus. That experience, it's unlike anything else. When you're there, that adrenaline rush of competing. If you've ever played any sport and you hit that game-winning shot, or you bring your team from behind with that touchdown, you scored that goal to tie the game and send it into overtime. Whatever it is, you know that feeling of being out there giving your all and succeeding at something when even you doubted yourself at times, and that's something to look forward to for everybody. Alright, let's go to our next subject. Let's talk about the Fortnite storyline. So far, we haven't had any hint of an in-game event coming to Fortnite as it is. Do we expect something to happen? For us to go on that backing or that reasoning, we need to look at Fortnite Chapter 1, Season 1. Season 1 was bare bones. It was back to the basics. It was the basics. Fortnite Season 1, there was no mobility. The game was still fairly new. The graphics were a little eh. There wasn't much. It was more of meant to be. It was a tutorial. In all honesty, get out there, learn how to build, learn how our guns shoot. And once everybody kind of had an understanding of how the game was going to be played or dictated, they kind of started giving us more things. I think it wasn't until season 2 or 3 that we started to really get a storyline. I think the first in-game event was the Signs of the Visitor. And that kind of started giving everybody, like, who's that character that keeps on appearing? I got a med kit to pick up. Nice. Then we kind of all started looking forward to these in-game events, and it really gave us something to look forward to in the game aside from our weekly patch notes, weekly challenges. It kind of gave a backstory to the game, and it gave us a lot. Now, with this whole reset, it kind of feels like basically the whole thing is just a restart. This map, this universe that we're in now, it's gonna be played out differently. The rules of engagement are different. The characters that we're seeing will be different. Will we see aliens visit? We don't know. It's kind of... There's something in the mystery of it all that kind of keeps us all here and looking forward to what's next. Now, I don't see any drastic changes happening in this chapter. Well, in this current season, especially since it's gonna last till February. It kind of allows Fortnite to keep things as it is, to keep the playing field even for all these comp players, and even the casual players to really understand the maps and the dynamic of the game. I'm in favor. I like the longer seasons. Make it 4 seasons of the year. You have a winter, a spring, and a summer season, and then in fall that whole cycle restarts. And it kind of gives, especially since, let's be honest, the player base of Fortnite, they're younger kids. It gives these younger kids a whole lot more time to spend aside from school, when they have that free time to really grind out the game and get these challenges done that they want to get done, explore the map, really learn the game dynamics, develop their talent, and grow with the game as the game grows, instead of the weekly constant big huge changes that were going on before the, what was it, we had 8-week seasons. 8 weeks goes by really fast. And if you're changing dynamics every 8 weeks, yes, you're forcing players to grow with the game, and at its rate that it's growing, you're forcing them to kind of have to make these adjustments on the fly. It causes more problems because a lot of things, especially in a computer world, you want more time to test things out and have everything down pat. I should have kept those med kits. YOLO. Alright, let's go find somebody. If we die, we die. We kind of move on here. Now, guys, I really want to hear your feedback. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think of Fortnite as it stands. What do you hope for Fortnite to do in the future? What changes are you looking for? What mobility items would you like? New mobility item? Throw out some ideas. Maybe Fortnite watches and they look at the comment section and pick something up. I think we can't. Obviously, there wasn't a Rift event here, so Rift to goes are out of the question. We're shadowing this guy. We're gonna push him. It's a bot. I got a llama on my left, so I can come back and storm and get it. Oh, it wasn't a bot. That was a new player. And this new player had God tier loot. Wow. Wow. Oh my god. Little Timmy had some good loot, guys. Try to block me out. Very good, Timmy. Where's that llama? Let's see what we get here. Oh man, that's a far run. Let's go finish up this game. There's not many people left. Guys, another thing. If you guys like what you see, make sure that you like, subscribe, turn on those post notifications. I'm really interested in what's gonna happen. Like, especially since we don't get the patch notes, we don't really know what's going on development side. We do have leakers, and based on the hacks that happened of Mr. Mustard last week, we kind of have an idea that the duo event is gonna definitely happen. We're gonna go right now. 14 players left. Let's try to go for a win on this one. Is that guy based up over there? What's my guy doing? Is that a boat? It's a boat. Let's take this boat. Thought I saw somebody. Hey. Oh, heals. Alright, let's get in zone. I'll hit the cabin up here and try to get some heals real quick. I don't know who was trying to shoot us from the top of the mountain, but... We got a griefer. Let's see that guy at the supply drops. It is what it is. Shouldn't grief the guy out of that. Hey, alright guys. I appreciate you guys stopping by. I hope you guys liked the video. I hope you guys like the content and what our conversation is. I'm going to try to do these more often also because I like talking to you guys. I like being the guy behind the camera. But without you guys, we are nothing. So I appreciate all the love, the support that you guys are sending us. Thank you for the growth on Twitch, the growth on Twitter and Instagram. Those will be linked down below if you guys like to go check out our content there and the stream. Make sure you guys turn on those post notifications, like, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video. Don't forget to leave those comments.